Alright, what's up and what's going on, everybody? This is Fishing with Big Al and welcome to the channel. It is that time again where I got some shrimp that I don't want to get rid of, but if I don't do anything about it, then I'm going to lose the value of what it can still do for me. So basically what I'm about to do is I'm about to take this kosher salt, right, and I'm going to add that to the shrimp once I peel them, and we're going to make them coarse. And we're going to make them tough so that way they don't come off the hook and they get preserved for longer use. Hold on. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my shrimp, and anybody who knows about this, then you already know where I'm going. I'm going to take this morning. This is kosher sauce. It's coarse, and I'm going to layer the bottom. And I'm going to have a bottom layer. Then I'm going to take my shrimp and put that on the bottom of it. All right, this is the way I do it. So I know we always got lawyers in here. We have people to say, hey, you can do it better by doing this. This is the way that I'm doing it because this is the way I always do it. It works for me. So basically, I'm going to peel the shrimp, and then I'm going to take the shrimp as I'm peeling it. I'm not going to rinse it. I'm just going to peel it, get that husk off, and then I'm going to take the shrimp, and it's just going to be the flesh of the shrimp itself that's going to be laying in its salt. And then what happens is, over time, depending on how many shrimp you got in here, it could take a couple of days, and then you'll start seeing it. It's going to me, it seems like it starts pulling a lot of liquid from it, and you'll see that with the liquid that's going to be mixed into the kosher salt. And then when it's all said and done, these bad boys will be what you call almost like what's the word, like a jerky, right? And what happens is, you know how sometimes when shrimp gets old and then you take it and then you're trying to throw it, and you see a lot of times it flies off your hook. Well, when I do this, a lot of times, because I use 8-foot rods and they're flexible, if I go to the surf with this and I try to throw my shrimp, a lot of times you wind up throwing your shrimp off. When I found that I put it in the kosher salt and I let it do its thing for the days it's doing it, once it gets that toughness to it, like a jerky, it actually stays on the hook, almost like if you're familiar with using fish bites. That is what it's like. I can throw them with a size 6, and I rarely lose them, if I lose any of it at all. But I do know if I try to do that same thing with a size 6 and then shrimp like this, and I try to throw it, then a lot of times you're going to throw your shrimp off and you're going to lose it. So that's what you try not to do. So with that said, let me get going on this, and then I'll come back to it. All right, so the reason I'm doing this is because I have a lot of shrimp. And when you go fishing, a lot of times there's so many rules out there that you can only keep so many fish, right? So if you're catching black drum, for instance, and let's say you're going black drum hunting, well, you got a lot of shrimp, and the black drum, you can only keep 5. So if you can only keep 5 of them, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a lot of shrimp left. And a lot of times people, when they're leaving, they ask you, do you want my shrimp? And it all depends what the situation is. A lot of times it's because maybe they're not going fishing for a while and they know this. So they'll ask you, do you want it, when they're leaving off. And when they do that, I say, yeah, I'll take it, because I already know what I'm going to do with it once it's all said and done. Because I got access to fishing almost every day if I choose. So I'll take it home, and then I'll let it sit in the refrigerator for a bit. And when I feel up to it, which is right now, I can actually peel them as easy and fast as I would if this were just fresh, right? And I'm trying to remove the shell. So once it gets a little bit old and it starts getting that little smell to it or whatever, that's when it's time to go ahead and peel them, set them in kosher salt. And the kosher salt, you're not going to lose anything from the use. I've caught pompano, I've caught black drums, I've caught reds on these when I do it like that. And my only thing is, what I love about it is just making it coarse, so that way when I cast out, I don't have to worry about losing any of my bait, no matter how. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen all the time, but I'm going to say that the numbers are lower for me losing my shrimp compared to what it was in the past. So now the wife just walked in, so she's getting a whiff. So you're getting that whiff of what it's doing. So yeah, I gotta clean up the kitchen once I get done. So that is what we're doing. So that is what happens. That is the price that you gotta pay when you do decide to finally take them out and get them cleaned up and ready to go. They're gonna have a little smell to them, and they're gonna be right. So, you know, if you're a fisherman, you can deal with it. But you know what time it is. So go ahead and get this going. All right. So I'll be back when it's done. All right. So I'm back and I am done. So now what I gotta do is the grand finale, right? And this is sanitizing my area. So what I'm gonna do, this kills all that smell, but I gotta go put this in the trash can. And I put bleach, and I just use dishwashing liquid. I'm gonna put that in to a certain level. That way it can start getting that smell out of here that was in here. And at the same time, break this smell down as well. And I'm gonna put that in the trash bag. But while that is soaking and doing what it's doing, now I'm gonna take the rest of the kosher salt that I got, some more. Put that on top like so. And let it do its work. Usually about 12 hours or so, it'll start doing its thing. Mix the rest of it. I got some on the bottom, I got some here. And this will get all into this shrimp. And I'm telling you, man, once this takes effect, you can put this on a size circle 2 hook, right? And I do a lot of surf casting. So basically, I don't do a lot of surf casting with a lot of shrimp because a lot of times you lose your bait. But at this time, especially now that it's March, a little bit of April and things like that, there could be some big whiting out there. You never know. Some big whiting, still some black drum that's hanging around, or even some nice sized reds. And with that happen like that, I can heave this bad boy out there on days where I'm trying to get out to certain areas that I want to cast far, and I don't want my shrimp popping off. I'm not, like I said, I can't guarantee that it won't happen, but I can tell you this, it will not happen as much as it would when you don't have it this way, without the kosher salt on it, and you put it on your hook and you throw it, and then it come flying off, and sometimes you don't even see it. So you throw your line out there, you didn't see that the shrimp came off. It's sitting out there, you wondering why you're not getting no bites, and then you pull it in, and then you're saying, damn, someone got me without me even seeing it. Sometimes it's not even that. You popped it off, it came off, and you didn't notice it, and that happens. So, again, kosher salt is something you can use when it comes to doing your shrimp to make it solid. And what it's going to do is it's just going to strip. To me, it strips the liquid out, and then it makes the shrimp tough. The scent is going to still be there. It won't be as strong, but it's still going to have a shrimp smell to it. And I've known some guys that told me stories that they said they forgot it and left it in their truck, right? And came back out and no smell. So it does do that. I'm going to keep mine in the refrigerator. That's what I always do once I make it. And then once it does what it's supposed to do, and I get a good fishing day, it should be next week, like a Monday or Tuesday, then I will take this to the surf because it's going to be a high tide. And then I just fish inside the surf and then look and see what I can get myself into as far as fishing the surf. Because tides are going to be switching on us next week where it's supposed to be high tide in the morning. So I'll take advantage of that. Let these bad boys do what they're supposed to do over the weekend, and then Monday take them out to the surf and then do some casting as the surf is going out. May even run into some pompano, who knows. So with that said, I'm out. Y'all take care. God bless. And this is a kosher salt presentation. So that is what you can do with your shrimp if you don't want to throw it away. But you know, you may not be going fishing for a while. Just get some kosher salt. And you can find this at HEB or wherever store you work at, live at. And find this and use it. Get a nice box of more than coarse kosher salt, and you can use that and put that on your shrimp. It does work. It does work. I've caught a lot of fish with it. So with that said, I'm out. Fish on, baby.